Children, today we'll study about the types of cooperative societies. There are basically 6 types of cooperative society: consumer cooperative society, producers cooperative society, marketing cooperative society, farmers cooperative society, credit cooperative society, and cooperative housing society. First one, consumer cooperative society. It is established to protect the interest of the consumers. So to protect the interest of the consumers, the consumer cooperative society is established. It seeks to eliminate middlemen by establishing a direct link with the producers. All of us know that there is a middleman between the producer and the seller. This middleman is removed by establishing a consumer cooperative society. It purchases goods of daily consumption directly from the manufacturer or wholesaler in bulk and sells them to the members at a reasonable price. So, how the consumer cooperative society operates? The consumer cooperative society buys the goods from the manufacturer in bulk and sells to the members of the cooperative society. The middleman is removed from this and the profit of the middleman is transferred to the members of the cooperative society. As a result, the price of the goods become reasonable or very less. Profits are distributed among members on the basis of their capital contributed or purchases. So according to the capital contributed by the members of the cooperative society, whatever profit is there, that is distributed among the members of the cooperative society. Second type of cooperative society is producers cooperative society. The aim of this society is to help small producers who cannot easily collect various inputs of production and face problem in marketing. There are small producers in our country who face the problem of marketing, and also they cannot easily collect various inputs of production. So two problems are faced by the small producers of our country, that is the collection of various inputs of production and also the problems of marketing. These two problems are solved by establishing a producer cooperative society. It purchases raw materials, tools, equipments and other items in large quantity and provide these to these members at the reasonable price and also buy their output for the sale. So what is the work of a producer cooperative society? Raw materials are purchased. Raw materials, tools, equipments and other items are purchased by the producer cooperative society in large quantities. And then it is given to the small producers. Also, whatever the small producers produce are bought by the producers cooperative society and then through marketing it is sold into the market. Profits are distributed among the members on the basis of contribution of total pools of goods produced and sold. So whatever total goods are produced and whatever total goods are sold, according to that the profits are distributed among the members. Very good example is the Amul cooperative society. Now third is marketing cooperative society. It performs various marketing functions such as transporting, warehousing, packaging, grading, marketing research, etc. for the benefit of its members. So the marketing cooperative society, for the benefits of its member, produces various types of marketing work like the transportation of the goods, warehousing or godown facilities, then packaging, grading and marketing research, etc. For whom? For the members of the marketing cooperative society. The production of different member is pooled together and sold by the society at a good price. So whatever the producer, small production is done, the members who are engaged in the production, from them the goods are bought together and then it is sold into the market at a very good society. So this whole work is done by the marketing cooperative society. It eliminates middleman and improves the competitive position of the members. So middleman is removed from this and the competitive position of the members of the marketing cooperative society becomes strong. The profits are distributed among members according to each member's contribution to the pool of output. So whatever profit is there, profits are distributed among the members. Whatever profit is there, it is distributed among the members according to the contribution of the output given by the members. Now the fourth one is farmers cooperative society. In such a society, small farmers join together and pool their resources for cultivating their land collectively. So in a farmers cooperative society, what happens? Small farmers join together and pool their resources. All the resources are pooled together. Why? For cultivating their land collectively. So whatever resources is there, whatever land is there, collectively it is pooled by the small farmers and then cultivation is done. It provides better quality seeds. So what happened? In this, it provides better quality seeds is provided, better quality fertilizers, machineries and other modern techniques for cultivation of crop is provided by the farmers cooperative society. Fifth one is credit cooperative society. Such society comprises a person who seek financial help in the form of loan. So if the person wants the financial help in the form of loan, then this type of credit cooperative society is made. They provide loan to their members on easy terms. So loans is provided to the members on the easy terms, and reasonably low rate of interest is charged from the members of the credit cooperative society. So very low interest rate is given and on easy terms the loan is provided to the members of the cooperative society. From where this money comes? This money comes from the amount collected as capital and deposited made by the members of the credit cooperative society. So members of the credit cooperative society, they deposit their money, they deposit the capital in the credit cooperative society, and from that money a loan is given at low rate of interest and on easy terms to the other members of the cooperative society. Point number 6. Sixth type of cooperative society, cooperative housing society. The main aim of this type of society is to provide houses to people with limited means, income of reasonable prices, and also give them the option of paying in installments. So what is the main aim? The main aim of this type of society is to provide houses to people. The main aim of this is to provide houses to the members of the cooperative housing society, and also at a very less price or at a very reasonable price, because those people have very limited means or very limited income, and then also to give them the option of paying in installments, and they can pay their loan in easy installments. And this type of society, that is cooperative housing society, it constructs flats or provide plots to the members on which the members themselves can construct houses as per their choices. So they provide the flats also and they provide the plots also on which the members can construct houses as per their choice. Today only this much. Thank you.